Alright, I'm back.
Yes! Welcome, everyone! It is time, baby! Here we go! It's going to be an absolutely epic night!
Give me my third crown!
It's going to be a night full of hot Tetris action! Subscriptions already rated down, taking the shadows for 10 months of the king. Ooh, this is absolutely hype because, ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday night, and Friday night is for fighting, and this is a Tetris classic fight that you're going to get here on tonight's Tetris Friendlies Retribution Super Show! And as always, it is your host, the one, the only king of the re-streams. It's Kings, man! Re-screaming left and right in your ears, exploding them drums tonight, because the hype factor has gone up to 100. It is absolutely blazing hot with all these matches coming tonight. And of course, you are watching twitch.tv/Keysman36 here, live and in living color. All of you, thanks so much for coming and joining. Again, thanks to Shadows for the subscription, as we are going to kick off 5 epic matches. This one absolutely is going to be one to remember, a night to remember, in fact, as we have absolutely terrific matches on the docket, including this one that's going to start us off. Let's get the introductions, please, on the left-hand side. He is an absolutely stellar Tetris player, and he's looking to school anyone in his way. He is the hottest name in all of classic Tetris, and he's gonna show the world that the Round Zero win certainly wasn't summer days. It is Matt Schoolmaster! And his opponent on the right-hand side, here's a veteran of Tetris Friendlies. This is his home, and he is going to look to defend the turf and get a chance at redemption one last time. Will tonight be his retribution? You'll know him as the Canadian Destroyer. It is LouieSkouie! And ladies and gentlemen, the hype factor absolutely continues to go up, 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 because, ladies and gentlemen, it's me in the booth tonight, the one, the only, absolutely super YouTube sensation. Here's Mr. Man About Town in all of classic Tetris, with Tetris Tuesdays and apparently Tetris Thursdays here and there. He is LouieSkouie! Welcome in, my friend. How are you?
Thank you. I'm stoked to be here. Really looking forward to these matches.
Oh my word, these are absolutely epic matches. I can't wait to get things going here. These are absolute fire. Welcome all of you here. You are going to get an absolute showdown all across the board. 5 fantastic matches. They are going to be hype. Oof. So I think players have got their final warm-ups in. I think we should be ready to go. They know how this kind of works, but essentially, let's run it down for players. It is a best of 5 we will play, as we normally do on Tetris Friendlies. Levels 15 and 18 can be viable, but if they agree on 18 all the way, then we don't need to do any type of flipping of a coin, which is not working anyway right now, as the bot has been having some trouble. And the raids continue.
Ooh, look who it is!
Mr. FAQ with a party of 22, and Kibby also had a party of 11. Thank you so much, both of you. This is absolutely hype. I thank you. Louie has agreed 18 all the way. We're hoping the Schoolmaster, he is here and he's ready to go. I can't wait. Game Scout, if you could do the honors, I'll have to do it manually, but if you don't mind, do the honors. Count it down for us and let's get this one underway.
Sir, first of all, I don't even know what day that is.
All right.
Because here in America,
3,
I talk about
2,
March 8th.
1, Tetris.
Thank you for the follow. I didn't catch that name. That was way too small. But here it is. We're getting underway, baby. It's time. The hype rematches that you have been looking to see are about to take place now. Kind of a preview of what to expect for CTWC. Yes, here we go. Louie starts off with a Tetris, and the Schoolmaster gets one as well. 22,000 apiece. Schoolmaster ahead on the 53 pushdown points, adding a few more to boot. There's another Tetris for Louie. Scout, this is absolutely incredible. You were there live to watch this match. How exciting is this going to be for players to get back in the saddle and get a chance to
third crown.
get
I've
their
got the game. I've got
Oh my
the
gosh,
match.
yeah.
GG.
I know it's going to be a great opportunity. I know LouieSkouie will be looking for redemption here. It was crazy. He shared with me recently that he got into the CTWC late during qualifying day and only had a few attempts to even get into the bracket. So he had just managed to squeeze in to play Matt Schoolmaster. And Matt Schoolmaster, crazily enough, before Mega Retro Man defeated Jonas in round 1 of CTWC 2019, Schoolmaster defeated Jonas in round 1 of the CTM, and I think it was January 2018 in Jonas's one and only CTM appearance. I don't know how common knowledge that is, but Schoolmaster is one of those very few players that can say he's beaten Jonas.
That is absolutely stellar. I did not know that. Obviously, I didn't join the CTM scene until about May of 2019, really. I started getting more heavily involved. So that is absolutely huge news right there. For those of you that are not historians, GameScout's going to give you a lot of that information tonight. He is going to give you all the details of the past of these players. Schoolmaster, a veteran of CTM. He is starting to get back into it. He recently did his qualifiers, scoring an average of about 700K. So he will be playing in the community tournaments. Surprising, is that, Scout, for maybe a Schoolmaster?
It can happen to anybody. I mean, the competition is so fierce now. I took an 8-month break from Classic Tetris Monthly, and I used to be facing players that were like 500, 600 KPBs in community tournament. I come back, and suddenly, like, all my opponents are like max out players. It seems every month. It's like, wow, the community has just grown. I mean, max out players are the community now. They're not just the top elite. Oh no! And Schoolmaster's in trouble.
We got some trouble here. He's at 191. He's gonna not be able to get out of that board. He's gonna be done for game number 1. Louie at 251. He is pretty much just having a beautiful board under control. And he's got it. Louie takes game number 1 and erases that game 1 from round 0 last year.
Yeah, LouieSkouie showing he's in no mood to have an early top out today with a very strong tournament pace. Looks almost to be at 500K transition if he kept going.
Yeah, he was definitely on that scoring rate, but the Schoolmaster could not get it through. And you see his board on the left there, a couple of 700s and 600 in warm-ups. So Schoolmaster, no slouch himself, but the ring rust could be affecting him. We'll see if that happens. But there you go. Good start for Louie. He's got 1 in the books. He'll take a 1-0 lead going into game 2 when players are ready to go. We'll get this continued. Louie's ready. And the Schoolmaster is ready. The original Jonas Slayer is going to look to try to tie it up. Let's count it down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Let's go. Thank you. Also, Mr. FAQ, he gave a subscription. I appreciate that. Absolutely wonderful, this community. So, Scott, what do you think it means to Louie to be able to get that game 1 victory, to get that monkey off his back from the very rough beginning he had at round 0 in game number 1? He topped out pretty early in that one.
I mean, it takes so much pressure off you to get a game 1 victory because it means you're no longer on the ropes. You'll at least have another chance if you top out, so you can kind of play. You don't have to play as uncomfortably safe. You can play a little bit more, maybe at your true skill level you want to play. I think we're seeing that with Louie with a dirty Tetris setup. Oh my goodness.
He has to take the triple here to be safe. That long bar not coming. That is a drought on Louie's end. And it finally shows up. Thank God he didn't wait for it. He was going to be in super danger. But he's going to burn it down. Good dig here by Louie. Should be safe momentarily. Meanwhile, Schoolmaster is already off to a great start. He's got 100,000 points in the books. He is looking like the Schoolmaster of old. To see why he slayed the Jonas at a CTM in the past. Wow. A good dig out by Louie. He's back in this 45,000. We're going to get this board reset and back to scoring. So to play off what you were saying, Scott, I mean, yeah, without question, I think that's got to be a sigh of relief for Louie to know that he can get ahead in this best of 5. The best of 5 scenario obviously plays a little bit better in this case for players. You're down game 1, it's okay. Got a chance here to tie it up in game 2 and make it a little bit of a longer series, whereas the best of 3s at CTWC, that is absolutely dangerous. One chance, one slip up can change the course of the game.
Yeah, it's brutal, and they've always been kind of limited with how many games they can do at CTWC just because of the physical limitations of the stations they have, the time that they have. So it's nice in online matches that you can have the freedom to do stuff like this, like all best of 5s. And CTWC this year, they're having all best of 5 double elimination. So anybody that gets in, they'll have at least a minimum of 6 games to prove themselves. So I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, I think this is a great opportunity for these players tonight to get some practice, some nerves check for the main event coming up next month.
Exactly. Qualifying will begin in about a week's plus time. October 12th to the 18th. CTWC qualifying begins. Registration ends next Friday, ladies and gentlemen. You got one more week. If you think you got the chops to play as well as these guys, you got 1 week from tonight. This is it. Last chance if you want to play with the big boys. And I think, Scott, as you were saying, this is going to be one of the best, probably the best one of all time, with the ability of all these players around the world now getting a real chance to show their skills. Let me just give a quick score update here. 222 for Louie. Got a little bit of parity issue going on. 247 for the Schoolmaster. Louie is still working on trying to get out of this mess. Can't get that right opened in time. Ooh, got that line bar all the way over to the left side. Great dash control by Louie. Line bar coming in, pairing Tetris. 251 for Louie, 254 for the Schoolmaster. This one's a Type 1 scout.
Some great composure by Louie there, but he's in a tough spot right now with the long bar dependency on the left. It looks like he's going to get a J over there. Oh no, such a terrible square. All right.
So there you go. Schoolmaster is good at 314. Very well done. Louie has topped out. You're good. Schoolmaster. I just realized I was on mute for a second, so you probably didn't hear that I told him to top out. But you're good, Schoolmaster. You're free. 316. Give me hell yeah. You can top out, my friend. You've tied it up 1-1. GG's. Yeah, I was just slightly muted for a second there.
Oh, okay.
Scout heard me perfectly though. He could hear me. I don't have I'm not muted on his side, but I was muted to you guys. All right, they're both ready. No, it's all right. It was my fault, Schoolmaster. All right, they're both ready to go. Let's do it. Oh, I forgot. Bot's still dead. Huh. Old habits are hard to break. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. You guys are good to go.
I'm waiting for the game to start. I can't help but look at LouieSkouie's spinny logo. I'll ask. It's just so entrancing.
It really is. I mean, you can look at that for days on end.
It reminds me of like an old like Windows XP screensaver or something, where like the little shape that bounces around and spins.
Yes. Oh, the Windows icon. I remember those days. And that's back when I used to own a iMac. How about that?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I just dated myself there for those that didn't know. 45,000 for Louie. He's off to a perfect start. Schoolmaster is setting up, and he'll score one here. He gets the Tetris, 47,000.
Like Louie opted to burn things down with a triple instead of setting up some delayed burns.
Yeah, looks like it's going to work in his favor. He's going to get a nice triple here to kind of open up that chasm he had. Now he's got a column 9. Let's see. Yeah, he's going to burn it away with another triple. I think it's the right move. You know, we're early on in Game 3. We're tied up 1-1. You don't really, like you mentioned, Scout, don't want to have the early top out here. Can't give one away. You know, Game 1 is a little different with an early top out. Game 3, totally a whole nother story.
Yeah, it's a really pivotal game because whoever wins this one puts the other one on sudden death. I don't know if the data exists, but I'd love to see if perhaps there's like visible in the stats of people's scores for games like 1 through 5, if there's an overall pattern of how people tend to calibrate their aggression. If the scores are generally higher in games 1 or game 3 or game 5.
You know, it's funny, someone that might know that would be the guy who's playing right now. It's Louie. He's like the scorekeeper of CTM. so he's recording all those matches there. At least back when we were recording scores for the most part. I mean, he probably has all that data to kind of take a look at each game and what the losing score was, I guess. And you know,
yeah.
Maybe that might be something to chew on there to kind of see, like, was that player getting too aggressive? Who knows? Right now, Louie's got the better board. Schoolmaster kind of digging out. 185 for the Schoolmaster. Coolest name in all of Classic Tetris. 166 for Louie. Louie's going to add a Tetris to go to 189. This is Retribution night, ladies and gentlemen. Louie is trying to be the first of 5 to get their Retribution. Their rematches from CTWC. And up next, it's going to be another hot one. Ooh, Scout, I can't wait to see it. It's going to be Paul Young, CTWC Classic Tetris World Championship Asian qualifying winner for 2020. He's going to take on Packy. Oh, my word. We haven't seen Packy in competitive Tetris since, I guess, last CTWC.
Yeah. And that was a tough match for Packy. He was doing real well. I think in both games, it was just moments of that dastardly Das. He got the better of him. Paul as well has also come such a long way since last year. He hadn't gotten a max out yet, and now he's got tons. He's played in the main event at CTM multiple times. So it's not going to be any easier for Packy this time around. But I think they'll both relish the opportunity to play each other once again.
Yeah, they've been looking forward to it. They are absolutely ready to go. Packy was getting some ring rust off of him earlier this week. He's playing offline to kind of just get himself back into it. Meanwhile, a couple of Tetris is here. Schoolmaster will go to 320. Louie's at 337. We got a tight one here as they are approaching the 100 line markers. Another Tetris for Schoolmaster. 96 lines, 342 to score. Louie, 91 lines, 360. Add this Tetris will go to 383. The only other thing interesting that's happening tonight, Scout. Ooh, there's a bit of misdrop there by Louie on the L. Interesting thing going on tonight, Scout, is that all these matches, all 5 of them, involve DAS players. How about that?
Ah,
Even
And-
Dan QZ. Yeah, Dan QZ is left behind the tapping. He has retired that. He is strictly DAS now.
oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, recently he
Yes, I-
told me. Yeah, he told me recently that he just finds DAS more enjoyable, which is shocking to hear. But it's just something he prefers. Also, he was thinking about his well-being as far as his arm was starting to hurt a little bit with the tapping, and just didn't want to have issues with it later down the road.
Completely get that. That's what I had to do as well. Back in the very beginning, I started out thinking I was going to be a tapper. I was tapping like 100% of the time. Never got too fast, but eventually had some hand issues. It's like, yeah, not everybody, unfortunately, can be a tapper.
Fresh Schoolmaster on his side. Looks like, yeah, he's changed over to the transition. Schoolmaster 433 at the Tetris 457. Louie is 6 lines away as he continues to build up on that left side. He's at 418. He's not too far behind. Could be close to Schoolmaster if Louie could get these long bars. There's one. And he's going to set up, and here we go.
All right, so this is an opportunity for Louie to shake a bit of a demon from the CTWC. Wasn't able to chase down a small lead past the transition. Win game 2 versus Schoolmaster. It's an opportunity to show his 19 chops. Gotten his first max out on tape, finally this year. Yeah, showing, no slouch past the transition.
He's getting some rough pieces. That square can't
no.
make it over left. This is going to be absolute trouble. He'll have a line bar. Doesn't burn anything. He's trying to just throw pieces around, but nothing burns. And that's going to be it. He's done at 483. Schoolmaster actually just got to get that line. He's got it at the Tetris with the cherry on top. Ooh, that was getting a little hair raising on both sides. Schoolmaster ekes it out. 5-11. And he is good for game number 3 to take the 2-1 edge. GG's. Oh, you cursed
Awesome.
it, Scout. You cursed it.
Oh, yeah, shoot. Dang.
Jinxed it. How could you? And actually, Mr. Valor in the chat reminded me. My apology, right? I forgot. Because Paul does both. I mean, Paul Yo does both DAS and tap. So we'll see which one he chooses tonight.
Mhm.
So GG's to both right there. That was absolutely a very good game number 3. Both of them were really, as they say, neck and neck throughout. Can't wait to see what we have in store for game 4. So once we get ready from both, we will continue. All right, so Schoolmaster is ready to go. Louie is probably taking an extra second there, getting himself composed, getting himself ready for this ever pivotal game 4 that's coming up.
Hope Louie's ready.
Oh, he said ready. I don't see it though. I'm an old man. Probably I missed it.
Oh.
All right, let's do it. Pivotal game 4 is coming up. 3, 2, 1. Tetris, let's go! Woo-hoo-hoo. Absolutely important game number 4 is about to hit us. Right smack in our face. So here we go. This is it. So Scott, would you say that so far Louie has really done a great job tonight? He's really played very well. Timely pieces come in there in the last game, but for the most part, I would say he's probably feeling much better about this performance than last year. Would you agree?
I have to imagine so. He's got, shown he's not going to get swept. He's got one game. I think it's a little tough when you go from one game up to now one game down here. But, if he pulls off the victory here, then it's anyone's game and the decider.
Welcome in, Tetris Crab is here. What's going on, brother? You are watching the Canadian Destroyer Louie try to get his retribution tonight. He is taking on the Schoolmaster, who is back. Did a CTM qualifier not too long ago, a few days ago. He's getting himself primed and ready for CTWC, which is qualifying in just a little over a week. It's that time, baby. History will be made. Unfortunately, ZP is coming in for Louie. Out of 25,000, Schoolmaster now at 103. He too looking for a long bar right down that pipe. Take the safety triple and a nice square to boot. Those pieces are very helpful. Still set up for one. Guess what? The game won't give it to him. What a shot, Scout.
Ah, yeah.
There
Oh
it is.
no, Louie with the T-piece.
Oof, just a Scout, just as Schoolmaster hit the daddy Tetris. He got it down the middle. Up on row 3. Louie, meanwhile, building out on that right. Trying to burn on the left. Very precarious situation for Louie. Would love absolutely perfect pieces.
He'll be able to get out of it. That long bar to the left now.
Yeah, he's gonna. Oh, that was absolutely beautiful. And Louie is gonna be safe. Nice job by Louie to dig out of that. We talk about people getting perfect pieces. At the end of the day, you still got to put them in the right spots. So give Louie world of credit there. He survived out of that. And I'll get the Tetris down, column 8. Nice job. Louie at 174. Schoolmaster through that whole time is at 176. Was not able to capitalize much. They're pretty much just about tied. A couple of burns here, singling out 1,000-point differentials. I don't know if you remember, what was Schoolmaster's score for CTWC? Because you mentioned Louie finishing right at the bubble, number 48.
I forget what Schoolmaster's qualifying score was.
Was that a that would have been what, maybe like a 17-48 match? I don't remember how they did the seeding.
Yeah, because if Louie was at the very bottom of round 0, then Schoolmaster would have been at the very top. So yeah, 17 seed. Louie had to have been pretty high. Schoolmaster is one of those players where he's just gotten incredibly tough matchups the past couple years. This is probably a much stronger contender than his recent CTWC resume suggests. He had one of the before 2019, which was crazy. He had an insane round of 32 match with Terry in 2018. That really was on the caliber of a quarterfinals or semifinals match.
That is pretty impressive there. I mean, I think every year that you're going to go, you're going to encounter just phenomenal players. It's just going to get tougher and tougher. But, I think these days, Scout, there really are no more, easy wins. I think the caliber of player now is just incredible. And that's why this year's top 64, each one of them, I believe, would have a chance. Honestly, if you're going to be able to make that top 64, you got to be considered a legitimate contender.
Yeah, I think it's going to be 100% max out players this year. Not all the qualifying scores will be max outs, but if you don't have a max out as your PB, I don't expect that you would be able to get in this year. It's just gotten that competitive.
Yeah, I have to agree, Scout. I think, people are saying maybe the cutoff will be like 800, maybe a 900. I mean, we look at CTM. I mean, it's kind of telling there that the type of player. Then you're talking about players that aren't even involved in the online community that are probably going to be involved playing here this year, like Alex Kerr, or like you mentioned, maybe Terry and the Steins, perhaps. Any one of those may have a shot as well to make it a 64. But here we go! It's time! Schoolmaster's already transitions at 434. Louie's at 405 with 4 lines to go. There's his Tetris. And here we go! It's 19 plus, baby! Can Louie stay alive to force the decider? Will Schoolmaster revisit the win? Let's go!
Louie's only down about 1 Tetris right now, so he's very much in it. Schoolmaster, great recovery there on what looks like a pre-DAS load. Looks like he's going to be able to survive. Oh no. I think he tried to set up a tuck with the Z there and just did not get the right piece afterwards.
He's going to have a lot. Oh, that left side's not going to work. He's done at 470. This is Louie's chance at 468. He just needs a couple of lines burned. There's one at 469.
Oh my gosh, he's going to try for a Tetris.
Oh, Louie, 471.
Oh no!
Double. He's got it at the low, but bigger Tetris. LouieSkouie. That square double did it, but the line bar does it for style points. He's got it. And game 4 is no more.
You're giving me a panic attack there, going for the Tetris when he just needed a single.
Well, it's possible, you know, there's a little bit delay, so he's probably not knowing until that last second, because that top out was honestly real close, and it was absolutely incredible. But there you go, Louie, the Canadian Destroyer. He's got game 4, and he's going to force the decider. Oh, yes.
This is awesome. So Louie's shown he can chase down a lead against Schoolmaster past the transition. Slaying these demons one by one.
Absolutely. Wow, what a stellar start to this one. It's been absolutely really fun to watch. These guys have been playing so well. Wow. So these guys need just a moment here. Yeah, Louie telling you, yeah, I'm just glad I didn't top out at 3,000 again. Well, Louie, you're proving to the world that you are primed and ready to go for this year's CTWC, brother. I know you've been putting in the work, and it is showing tonight. He is getting it done. Louie making sure I see the ready this time. There it is. Nice big ready. Scout, do the honors. I'll type it. You can say it.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
It is time for the fantastic finale of this one. Game number 5 to start us off. Absolutely epic showdown with 4 more hype matches coming up shortly. Scout, I just got to step away for a moment. If you could, comms, please. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Let's see. Schoolmaster has a 12-point lead. Now a 19-point lead with the pushdown points. I've primarily just seen Schoolmaster doing the pushdown points this evening. Louie opting to take the slower pace. So all bets are off in Game 5. A false move could be the end. So Louie's got the nice double wide well going. Schoolmaster had to do some delayed burns. Kind of taking it down, taking it safe. He gets a Tetris to take the lead. Some more delayed burns from Schoolmaster. All right, Louie's going to take a triple. He had an uncomfortable hole in his stack. That's it, you know. You don't want to mess around too much with those. Just get the stack down, get it clean. Get it all good. All right, if he gets a J piece, he's gonna transition maybe to a center well. No, he's gonna burn it down. He's gonna go with what he's probably most familiar with. Well, Schoolmaster looks like he has a bit of a lead now. He's up about 70,000 points. He's been slamming down these Tetrises while Louie's had to do some burning. So if this continues with Schoolmaster getting another Tetris at 147,000, Louie at 56,000. And they're about even in line, so this is a true lead for Schoolmaster. So Louie will have some pace to make up. later on before the transition. And Louie starting to get the Tetrises. He's knocked it down from over 100,000 point lead to now just about 70,000. And now with another Tetris, bring it even closer, but Schoolmaster answers right back. So Louie looks like he's found his groove after a bunch of early burning. He's kind of probably played it safe, made sure he didn't get too risky for a top out. Schoolmaster, meanwhile, has been rock solid. Takes a triple, waiting on the Tetris. Is going to have to wait one piece longer as he blocked as well right before getting the long bar. But there it is. Tetris for Schoolmaster at 232,000. Louie is at 178,000. And they are dead even in lines. So Schoolmaster is continuing to have about a 50,000 point lead right now. So Louie is closing the gap slowly.
Sorry about that. I might have lost connection for a moment there, but I am back here. I don't know if Scout is still with me. At score check at 302 for Louie, 381 for the Schoolmaster. Hopefully they can hear me as well too. So Scout, if you're still around, let me know, but if not, no big deal. 411 for the Schoolmaster, 360, give me a hell yeah for Louie. He's out of Tetris to go to 338. Explosion of chat just happened there. So we're getting close to the changeover here. Louie is at 363 with 112 lines. Schoolmaster at 458, 125 lines. There's a Tetris. He'll go to 481 with one line left to go. Louie, meanwhile, at 389. He is almost 100,000 points down. So he's going to have to really pump the gas. Schoolmaster, though, having some trouble at the top. He is looking for the right piece to burn out. That long bar will help. Only burns a double, though.
Oh my gosh. Getting squares at the worst possible time.
Oof, well, there you go. There's Scout. He's back. And that's a hanger 18 on the left. And Schoolmaster is done at 487.
It's not over. He does have a lead.
Yeah,
LouieSkouie.
487, 538 is the score. Oof, Louie, though.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be so tough for Louie. Oh no, in the long bar dependency.
Oh no, it's not going to happen. He covered up that center high on 19, and that turns out to be deadly. He's done at 440. Oh my word. The Schoolmaster gets it done, ladies and gentlemen. He survives game number 5. And he's got the game of the match. GG's. Congratulations to the Schoolmaster. Wow.
Great performance by both players. LouieSkouie, even if he didn't win, he made it real close.
He absolutely did. And apologies to players if we had a little outage there. I don't know what happened. I got back and I saw the 0 bytes were coming, so I don't know what happened. So apologies to Scout, apologies to players, but they did their best through all that. They played so well. You saw that fantastic finish there. But the Schoolmaster, he reigns supreme, and he is victorious in this Retribution match. Congratulations to you, Schoolmaster. Absolutely very well played. Absolutely very well played. Again, apologies. I don't know what happened there. I just came back after having to do a little something here at home and found that we had 0 bytes. So, again, apologies. It always seems to happen to Louie. Whenever Louie's on my stream, that seems to always happen. But I know it wasn't an internet issue. It was OBS. OBS seemed to have crashed there for a second. Scout, what a game. What a game, Scout.
That was crazy. Probably my favorite game was Game 4. All these games were really great, but I loved Louie's very daring Tetris in Game 4, and then Schoolmaster really brought out the strong pace in Game 5 to maintain the lead and get the victory.
Very well done by both. Honestly, they both played so well. And if we're going to get the rematch perhaps in a month from now, I can't wait to see it. And perhaps maybe I'll get to call it. Who knows? Who knows what's in store a month from now. But congratulations, Schoolmaster. You look like you're ready for game play.